Hey all, it's Mr. B, and for this video we're going to be talking about code.org, specifically Lesson 1, Programming for a Purpose. So what we're going to do in order to get here is we are going to go home, and then we're going to go ahead and click on Assignments, and then we're going to scroll to where we are going to find the code.org Lesson 1, Programming for a Purpose, and we're going to go ahead and click on that. And then once here, we're going to first watch the video about Zipline. Zipline is a real interesting video about problem solving, specifically a problem solving process. So watch that video. And then the next thing what we're going to do is we're going to get into the assignment after you watch the video. And so in order to get to the assignment, you're going to open code.org through Canvas. So we're going to go to Canvas, and we're going to search for code.org. So it'll be right here. And we'll open it up. And my view is a little bit different than yours, but once I click on Unit 3, that should give me your view. So once you open up code.org, your view should look just like this. And we're going to scroll down to where it says Chapter 1, Images and Animation, and it's going to be Lesson 1, Programming for a Purpose. So this is the area that you want to be at, is right here. All right, the next step is going to be to click on Student Resources. So let's go ahead and go back. And right here, this button says Student Resources, so we're going to click on that. And give it a second. All right, and this is what we're going to be looking at is the Student Resources for Lesson 1, Programming for a Purpose. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to make a copy of Animation and Game Design for Users as a Google Doc. And we're going to rename it Activity Guide, Animation, and Game Design for Users. All right, so in order to make a copy of the Animation and Google Game Design, we are going to go right here, and you see the second bullet point. It says Animation and Game Design for Users, Activity Guide. So we want the Activity Guide. And right here it says Make a Copy, and it's got a drop box. So we'll click on Make a Copy, and we're going to scroll down to where it says Google Docs. We'll click on that, and it's going to ask us to make a copy. We'll make a copy. And give it a second. Let it load up. And now we have our copy. And so we're going to go up here, and we're going to get rid of the copy of Unit 3, Lesson 1. We're going to get rid of that. And we're going to relabel it Mr. B, your first and last name. So relabel it your first name, your last name, Activity Guide. And once you do that, then the title of it should change right here. All right, so let's go back to our directions. So make a copy of it. So make a copy of the Animation and Game Design for Users. So we did that. So return to the lesson page and click on Animation and Game Templates. So now what we're going to do is we are going to come back to this page. So we were at Student Resources. We're going to hit the back arrow, or we're going to click on right here. That'll take us back as well. And we're going to then go to the main page, which was the Unit 3. And again, we're going to scroll down to the Chapter 1. And what we're going to do here is we're going to click on Animation and Game Templates. So it's this button right here where it has number 1. We'll click on that. And now what we have is we have 5 game templates that we can code, and we can create different games, but we have a template to work with. And so it's template A, B, C, D, and E. The next thing y'all are going to do is you're going to play each one. So you're going to go to template A, and you are going to then run it, and you're going to see what happens for each one of the templates. Once you're finished, you're going to click Finished, and you're going to go ahead and click Continue. And then you're going to move to template B. And then for template B, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to run it. And it's going to tell you the directions. Grab all the healthy foods. Use the arrows to move the bucket. And so you're going to go ahead and hit the space bar to start. So it tells you to hit the space bar to start. So we'll hit the space bar. And then we're just going to play this game for a little bit just to give us an idea of what the game does and how it works. So play it for a few minutes. And then once you're done, go ahead and click Finish. Continue. And then you're going to go to the template C, Interactive Push and Collect Game. And you're going to go ahead and click on template C. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to go ahead and click start, and you're going to go ahead and play it, and you're going to go ahead and see how this game works and interacts. And again, just go through each one of the templates from A, B, C, D, and E. So play each one of the templates just to give you an idea of what the template does and how it works. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to come over to the activity guide, and you are going to go ahead and tell me which template best aligns with the client. So for this, for the objective of this, is that what you're going to do is you're going to choose the right design for the right client. An animation and game design company has 5 templates they can use for potential clients. We just tested each one of those templates. These templates are available in the Code Studio. Again, I just showed you how to get there, and we just played each one of the templates. Excuse me. The list below represents several potential clients who are looking for interactive design help. Your task is to recommend a specific template for each client and their needs. So what we're going to do is we're going to read about each client, and then we're going to recommend a template. So let me go ahead and give you an example for the first 2, and just give me 1 second. All right, so for the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and align I'm going to open up the template right here to the right, and I'm going to have my page right here to the left of the information I'm going to fill in. So for the first one, Maria, she is an elementary school teacher, and she wants something cute and fun to use for their 8-year-old students to help them read. And so in going through these different templates, in my opinion, I like template A. So for this template, what we're able to do is we're able to go ahead and write a sentence, and then we can go ahead and write a response. So for the template right here is, what kind of music do planets sing? And the answer is going to be Neptune's. Well, what we're doing here is we're reading, and we can change the words. We can change the different alien things that are floating up and down, and then we can go ahead and change the answer. So this is a real good template for for an elementary school teacher to use, and it's cute, it's fun, and it can hopefully is going to resonate with 8-year-olds. So for this right here, I would type in. I'd go back to my template here on my guide. I type in template A, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and say why I picked this template, and this template is good for 8-year-olds because it has an option for changing sentences, and it has fun characters that we can change out. Now remember, when we were playing our Flappy Birds, the Flappy Birds weren't just Flappy Birds. We can change the Flappy Birds to Santa Claus with a sleigh. We can change it to a shark. We can change it to a fish. And we're able to play Flappy Birds with different kind of characters. Same thing holds true for this template right here. We can change these blinky alien things out for different animations, yet we still have our writing here so that the students can read. And then it has, an opportunity for us to answer as well. So it's a real good setup for students and for reading as well. All right, and give me 1 more second, and we'll move to the second template. And for the second person is going to be Richard. And Richard, he cares about the environment, and he wants a game design where you can go ahead and separate trash, specifically plastics, from trash, so it can help with recycling. So in my opinion, the best game for this would be your template number C, or template letter C. In this game right here, if we hit start, what we can do is we're using this little robot here, and we can push and we can pull the trash, because, yeah, we've got ducks right here. However, we can get rid of ducks, and we can change the ducks to a trash collector, or we can change it to recycling bins, and then we can push the trash or the recyclable objects to the different bins. So this structure right here, this template, is going to be able to allow us to change out the robot, change out the animations, but it still has the same structure as we're pushing, and we're putting it into containers. Like we're pushing the duck to the mama, we can go ahead and push the trash to the receptacles. All right, hopefully this information was helpful. And so once I identified that, I'd then go back to my document, and I type in right here is B. I'm sorry, this is C. So I would type in C, and then I go down to why did we pick this template. I'd go ahead and change this out, and then I'd just go ahead and add writing to why I chose this template for this client. And now your responsibility is to go ahead and check out Layla, Emma, and Levi, and go ahead and align templates that would best suit their needs as well. Once you are done, you're going to go ahead and copy. I would copy. I'm going to go ahead and copy my answers, hit Control C, and I'm going to go ahead and paste those into my submission, or you can go ahead and submit your Google Doc. So for a submission, once you're done, we're going to go back to our, we'll go ahead and go to eCampus. And once we're at eCampus, we'll go ahead and go to our dashboard, iChallenge. And then once we're at iChallenge, we'll go to assignments. And we'll scroll to the code.org lesson 1 programming. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to switch this to a student view. So once you're done with all the steps, you're going to go ahead and hit start assignment. Now you can go ahead and upload your Google Doc. So you can go to your Google Drive, and this is not allowing me to do it. You can go to your Google Drive and you go ahead and upload your file from your Google Drive, or if you copy and pasted the information like I did, you just hit your copy and paste, and then all of the information will paste in there for you. And then the next thing you do is you just go ahead and click Submit Assignment. All right, hopefully this information was helpful, and go out and have a little bit of fun with this assignment.